Ireland was hit much harder than many other countries in the financial crisis. House prices fell by 60%, for example, but they're fighting back now with annual growth of around 4%, much higher than the UK's 1.8%. And the country's largest bank, AIB, is very much open for business. It's paid back around half the government bailout it received, and its corporate finance arm is working hard to help its customers achieve their dreams and ambitions, as it says. Well, to hear more, let's meet Owen Travers, Managing Director of AIB Corporate Finance based in Dublin. I'm Sarah Lockett. Welcome to the Business Debate. Owen, welcome to the London Stock Exchange studios.
Thank you very much, Sarah.
So Ireland and AIB took a big hit in the financial crisis. How are things going now?
Well, thankfully things have got considerably better over the last number of years. Obviously we had a very deep recession, one of the deepest any Western economy has experienced. However, over the last number of years, growth has returned, restructuring has largely completed at this stage. So we're beginning to see the fruits of that, with unemployment dropping considerably and the employment situation significantly improving.
And so, corporate finance-wise, is it busy? Is it not busy?
It's extremely busy. So obviously we would have passed through a period where primarily we were involved in restructuring and helping companies get through the crisis. However, thankfully over the last number of years things have been improving. People have been looking back in an outward manner and that involves transactions, and therefore it allows us to help them support them in their ideas.
And you say that you want to help your customers achieve their dreams and ambitions, which is a very big claim. But what does it mean in corporate finance?
Well, if you start with the retail bank, firstly, what it means is that we're helping people buy the house, buy their first car, go to college. And then when you take that into the company context and the corporate finance context, what it means is that we're helping people also buy a further company to help their expansion, buy new facilities, sell operations potentially that mightn't be working for them, and also raise finance and capital to help them with their plans.
And you've also said that the key is being with your customers, not just through one deal, a merger or an acquisition, but through their whole lifespan. So what does that mean?
Yes, so for us what that means is we're taking them from the earliest stages of raising venture capital and seed capital for them, right up to the bond and the IPO, followed by sale of the business potentially, or bringing in new investors. So you're taking them through the whole life cycle of the customer, which for them allows expansion and to achieve their ambitions.
So you don't just take a transactional focus?
That's correct. So what we prefer to do is to have a relationship with the customers, but also have a skilled team that can help them at various points along that journey.
And AIB Corporate Finance used to be one of the top 4 in Ireland. And how are you managing to claw your way back? What is the secret to doing that from such a low base?
Well, I think one of the things we've done is we've managed to keep together a core of a team during that period. So obviously during the crisis we would have helped the bank sell approximately 15 billion of assets, part of its recapitalisation. So that team is still there. However, one of the things that we've done is we've augmented the team. We've added to the capabilities that are there, helping people execute transactions of different types as we move into the expansionary phase of the economy.
And there's a big trend at the moment for disintermediation. So companies think they'll handle their own merger or their own acquisition. Now, what would you say about that?
Well, certainly there are companies that have the scale and the capability to do that. However, we would find that it's generally best that the company management continue to run the business as best they can and allow specialists in to help them with executing transactions, particularly company transactions, mergers, acquisitions, disposals of subsidiaries, because that's where the experts can generally help achieve best price, but also achieve best execution.
And also they may not find the best deal for themselves. They may not know which other buyers are out there, which you are going to find.
That's correct. So I mean, we would have very wide connections both in the Irish market and in the UK and abroad. From our perspective, what that helps us do for our customers is find the best deal for them and make sure then that it's executed the most efficiently.
And is there anything about Ireland or the Irish character that makes it easier to come back after such a deep recession, do you think?
Well, I think we've been a resilient bunch through history, and from our perspective, we had the usual outlets of emigration and that. However, some of the advantages we have in Ireland, such as having a young and highly educated workforce, has allowed, say, multinationals come back into the country quite quickly. We have a number of pockets of global excellence operating in the country around the Silicon Docks in Dublin, medical devices and IT, and also our ongoing food and agri strength and tourism benefits.
And a lot of clients, they will have a global advisor and a local advisor on a particular deal. Now, which one are you?
Well, I think we would tend, for our Irish businesses, we would tend to follow them abroad. Obviously, we're part of various corporate finance networks, so we can assist them in terms of finding acquisitions abroad. I think we are of scale a local advisor. However, the ambition will be to grow that over time. And from our perspective, adding the local flavour to any transactions that are being contemplated in Ireland by multinationals or those who are wishing to buy in Ireland.
And we're told at the moment that there are too few good targets. There's a lot of money swirling around. So how's that affecting your work?
Well, I think if you're helping customers buy, you're finding that there's significantly more competition at times. So that's where we would help in terms of putting their best foot forward in terms of bids and bid structuring to make sure that they improve their chances of acquiring something.
Well, really interesting. Owen, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
And join us next time when we'll be discussing the latest innovations in executive education and Islamic finance. But for now, from me, Sarah Lockett, at the London Stock Exchange Studios, it's goodbye and thanks for watching.